There you go. Excellent.
I'd had a client who by the age of 30 had had 27, 28 foster students in her care, and I was blown away because for me, I get up in the morning, I go to work, I do my thing, and I kept thinking, what am I doing with my time, talents, energy? How am I contributing? And I couldn't believe that at her young age, she had done all these things to help all these kids. So she had mentioned that they did not have senior photos.
Perfect.
So I wanted them to have the best photos that they could possibly have. So I knew it would be Michelle Warren, except she was in Minot, so there was a problem.
I moved from Minot to Fargo in 2011. Jenny was my realtor, and so when I called her to tell her I was moving here, she said she had this idea, and she wouldn't tell me about it until I moved here.
I worked with a person that was working at YouthWorks, and she said, Jan, I have a lady who wants to do senior pictures for the kids you work with that are graduating. I said, hook me up, and so Jenny contacted me. And we started with that when Michelle moved to town.
Pull that other hand back. Perfect.
And then we started with the photographs. We started with the senior photos, and it started out really small.
Like 2 or 3 the first year, and now we're usually doing a lot, 10 to 15. With senior pictures, the printing cost and different things, all of a sudden when people started hearing about what Michelle and Jenny were doing with these pictures, people would donate money to help cover the cost of the printing and those types of things. Well, pretty soon it started growing.
She had mentioned that these kids not only need shelter, which is harder to provide, but they needed clothing, gift cards for food, things that they could take with them.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, awesome. We just started asking people, you know, hey, if you have anything that is gently used or new that kids would wear in high school, if you are free to donate them, I'll pick them up, I'll bring them to the school. You can drop them off at Park Company, I'll bring them to the school. We want to make it super easy for you. And it just started going from there.
What size do you wear, Anna?
One of the things when the kids come in, you know, they do search out the name brands, they do search out the things with a tag on it. And for some of the kids, they've never had something brand new with a tag on it. And they know what the name brands are, they know what kids are wearing, they want to look like the other kids. So it's a huge ego booster. It's just it's a good feeling, you know. Anytime you can let kids feel like they're just like everyone else in school and not standing out as different, that's the goal, is to help them so that they can be in school and they can graduate and still feel good, you know, feel good about themselves.
Kind of like those little like small luxuries, because even before like I was homeless when I was living with my parents, like I didn't really get like Christmas presents. It wasn't like really a thing. But you know, you go to school and all the other kids like talk about what they got for Christmas, and it just kind of makes you feel left out. But through this, it just kind of makes you feel like you're part of like society almost, because when you're in this position, it almost like you just don't relate to other people as much, because you've got so much more like crazy, like it's just so crazy you have to worry about like where to get like your next meal, like how you're gonna spend your money for the next month because you don't know if you're going to be able to buy gas.
Nobody knew that there was this, you know, hidden population of kids that were trying to go to school. They were getting up in the morning and they were sleeping in cars, in garages, under bridges. They were couch surfing, staying places they shouldn't be staying.
I wasn't aware of the problem when I started it, or when Jenny brought it to me. But now that I know what it is, I see it everywhere. So I can go to Walmart at night and I'll notice these things. I'll notice kids charging their phones there.
These kids finally have a voice. They didn't have a voice before, and now they do. So that's where, I guess for me, that's what I get out of it, knowing that I have done something to help this community. Whether I see the difference right now or not, maybe the difference comes in 20 years. I might not ever know about it, but it doesn't matter, because something that is so, where the doors open so easily, I know it's right. So I'm just gonna keep doing it.